like this weird competition of cool.
You take a reef shot to the side of the head for a wave like that.
If I can win this, this will be the greatest moment of my life.
All the girls are surfing so well. They're beautiful inside and out.
Going skageless is a whole nother realm, it's like a fast version of body surfing.
The power surfing is like a lot of that style and grace with some aggression and harnessing all of those things in one and creating your own style.
My job description is student of surfing.
Board Stories Television is proudly produced in association with Free Surf Magazine. Subscribe today with the QR code or visit freesurfmagazine.com. Aloha and welcome to another edition of Board Stories TV. I'm Mike Latronic along with our featured guest. This is Brent Bielman, and I've known him since he was just a wee lad. Now you're all grown up, one of the best cinematographers, photographers in the business. Brent, what do we got on this episode?
Well, I grew up watching Board Stories, and on Board Stories there's always been amazing action, and I think today we got some Grom action.
That's right. Tons of grounds. We got the TNC Grom Fest, and we got the Locomotion Surf in the summer. And while the kids are just about to jump out to Al Moana Bowl for the Locomotion Surf in the summer, let's go jump the rock.
The Rock? All right.
And if you're just getting here, this is the Locomotion Surf in the Summer 2023. We've got a full draw, longboarders, shortboarders, kids, adults, open men and women divisions. It's going to be a full weekend. Stoked to be down here.
This event is just more about fun. Waves in the summer, a fun contest for all the grounds to surf. 6 guys out at bowls. Everybody's ripping.
Stick around. We'll check out the finals for the Locomotion Surf into Summer and hear more from photographer Brent Bielman. Go ahead. Like, we're about to go into some crazy North Shore surf action, some beautiful stuff, but you gotta take a dip in the morning, don't you?
Yeah, the guys at Sunset, the guys in the lineup saw you right now. I don't think we can get any waves anymore, at least not the set waves.
Bruh, it's high!
Come on!
It's high!
We're doing it from
You
right
go
there.
first.
All right, I'll go first. All right.
Okay, so as you can see, it's time to take the dip.
Yes, sir.
Ain't nothing like a little dip in the morning. my head on right. Slipping in just as the day is dawning. Makes me happy, makes me feel alright. Nothing like a little dip in the morning. A little session in the early morning light. You know the feeling comes without a warning. Live and die in that pool of life. And you know it makes me wanna go. Yahoo! When I'm in doubt, I just paddle out with my mind. Heals my soul, can't do without. I just gotta go. Whoa. Get my head on right, slipping in just as the day is dawning. Makes me happy, makes me feel alright. Yahoo! When I'm in doubt, I just paddle out with my mind. Heals my soul, can't do without. I just gotta go every day. All the time, just dropping in is on my mind.
It takes a certain breed of human being to swim out into heavy North Shore waters to capture the moment so the rest of the world can see. We catch up to ace lensman Brent Bielman.
I always, loved being in the ocean like any kid out on the North Shore. I surfed a lot when I was young. My uncle Brian Bielman is a really well-known photographer. I was in Kahuku High School and there was a teacher, Miss Balbarona, a photography teacher. I just loved it. I loved capturing moments and going in the dark room and developing the film. And I never ever thought I would make it a living shooting, but I just kind of fell in love with it. I remember looking at my uncle's shots. I remember there was a shot of C.J. Hobgood. It was the cover of Trans World Surf one year. I was probably in 5th grade or something. I just remember looking at it. It was at Chopu, and it was one of the heaviest waves at the time paddled. And I just couldn't wrap my head around how someone could capture an image like that. I started shooting with film. I had it was a 1D body. I think I had a 50 millimeter because it was just the best all-around lens. From there, the digital scene kind of came on real quickly, and I think it was a Canon 10D. I bought it for my uncle. It was really low megapixels. I got a cheap housing that I found off of Craigslist that it fit inside of, and I bought a fisheye. And I remember my first trip I ever did, I went with some friends to Porto Escondido in the summer, and I had no idea what I was doing, and I got out there and it was 6 to 10 feet Porto. And I shot as many photos as I could. I came after that session, I looked at the photos, and I was just so far away from every wave, and I had no clue. I was like, man, how do these guys like Eichner and the photos I see in the mags, like how are they getting these images? And long story short, but over time, just the more I did it, the better I got, the more comfortable I got with getting closer and feeling confident. One of my first real sessions ever shooting pipe, I was at my dad's house. I came home after school and pipe was big. It was like almost maxed out, and I heard like Andy had paddled out and Bruce, and my uncle came over and he was like, hey, so what, you gonna go swim out? Like he was kind of just like stirring me up, you know? And I didn't realize, like, I thought he was serious. I'm like, I just wanted to prove to everybody, like, yeah, I can shoot, I can swim out there. I ended up riding my bike down pipe with my housing, swam out, somehow made it out. It was really big. I remember, maybe it was Vince Cavateo. He's like, hey, your uncle's looking for you. Your dad's all freaked out. Like, what the hell are you doing out here, you know? And about an hour later, my uncle came out kind of like yelling at me, like, dude, I don't even want to be here, but your dad was yelling at me, like, you know, I guess you swam out because I said something, like, what are you thinking, man? Like, I was like, yeah, I don't know, you were asking if I was gonna go shoot, so I wanted to, you know, show you I could swim out here. The thing that kind of drew me to shooting surf photography early on, it might sound silly, but just, I feel like the ocean, it's constant. It's just constantly moving and changing, and to be able to take a still image of a wave and just stop it in time and be able to like, kind of like hone in and just look at all the intricate details of a wave and that body of water and basically like that amount of energy, you know, when time stands still, just to like stop it right there. Just, I don't know, there was something about it that I was addicted to. Just like looking at those images. I never thought I was gonna make money from it. I just loved the fact I would just look at all my wave shots and a person on a wave, and you know, I shoot a lot of video these days as well as stills, but when I first started it was just stills, and just really being able to stop time in its tracks, and particularly the ocean, was really intriguing to me. I think being a surfer as well as a photographer definitely helps a lot. I'm aware of like where I need to be on the reef. It's tricky, like you gotta hang in the wave long enough to get the face of the wave, the barrel to go over it, and the guy to pass you at the same time. So you kind of got to know exactly what spot to be on the reef where you're not going to miss the barrel, but it's also not going to break in front of you. And that's like, it's a really small area. It's like just a little sweet spot. And I feel like I can see a wave coming and I just know like, okay, I got to swim 5 feet in, or I'm too far in, I got to swim 5 feet out. And that kind of just comes with like a lot of hours put in and a lot of poundings, you know, when I was young, and kind of the hard knocks, and nowadays it's just a really good feeling when you're in the perfect spot and the guy goes by, and you know, even just like the angle of your wrist when you're shooting fisheye, like sometimes I know I blew it. I don't even have to look at the photo. I'm like, oh, I was too far down. The backwash kind of hit me, and I wish I know I should have framed it and I should have been tilting more up. But when you get that perfect shot, you just like instantly know. Like, it's the weirdest feeling. You can just feel it, and then you look at the image, and I don't know, one shot can make your entire session, you know?
I grew up on the beach here in Waikiki. This is one of our favorite events to do growing up, so it's so cool they're still running it, and to see like my nieces and nephews surfing in the van and just having the best time ever. It's so cool. I love it. My favorite part is it's just about having fun and just hanging out with your friends and family all day. You know, it's the contest is one thing, but it's really just having a full beach weekend with all your friends and hanging out and surfing and then surfing heats in between. So it's a good time.
I think it's just so awesome that all the kids are so supportive of each other and everybody's so psyched. There's so much positivity and just encouragement from the competitors too, with each other.
It's all about the fun. I've been having a blast.
Second place. I got a couple waves. My last wave was the best because I got right.
Are you having a fun day today?
Yeah.
Yeah? Right on, can I get a shaka? Way to go, Jack. Good job, buddy.
All the action is coming right here at Ala Moana Beach Park for the RUCA, Local Motion Surf Into Summer. Basically, all the top amateurs from around the state gather right here at Ala Moana Bowl, and they vie for top honor. A big mahalo to the Twin Fin Waikiki for supporting free surf and board stories on this endeavor.
First of all, I'm a big fan of this event. Such a great legacy that Local Motion puts on here. We get a good range of surfing abilities, which is also one of the nice things I think about these type of events, opening up to competitors that don't compete all the time and aren't competing at the highest level, but still have some great skills. Conditions are a bit challenging. They're a little bit slow. When the sets come, they're really good quality sets still, so the opportunity is there. The surfers have been a little more patient. It's paid off for them to pick off some of the better waves. We keep quality as kind of like the fundamental base behind how we score. So when we see really good technique, even if it's a little bit smaller wave, if the technique's there, they're able to get a score out of that. Obviously, if they get the more challenging wave with a more powerful section, a more critical section, and they open up into that section, that's going to represent the higher end of the scale. Keeping flow on smaller waves, you're going to get a score, but obviously, again, unloading into the bigger sections, more critical waves, are going to get the higher scores. So yeah, we keep a good eye. I mean, there's a lot of distance between us and the lineup. If they paddle too deep and they're basically trying to prevent the other guy from catching the wave, and the other guy knows that they're too deep, you know, then that's going to be his wave. But if he gets around him and gets back into that critical section and there's still open face, it's basically a kind of old school type of cowboy stuff out there. But it's really hard to do priority in six-man heats as well.
But your champ for our ladies, shortboard, Missy Valdez. Your champ is Haven Ingrid Francisco. go. That leaves your champion, boys 12 to 14 division, Reef Isono. Your first place of the Menahoni 2023 is Kingston Palakiko.
One of the charming aspects I think about this event is kind of like a surfing festival of sorts, really offering all of the different avenues in surfing to compete, bringing people together. It's a really great community vibe here. It's a great event in that way.
Ripping it up with their little water wings and whatnot at Queens. Then those juniors killing it at Lots of action, lots of impact, almost as much impact as my butt drop at the beginning of the show. But you know what? I think I want to do it again.
All right.
That wraps it up. Brent, thanks for having us.
Hey, thanks for having me.